get everybody's attention for just a couple minutes? I'm so glad you all were able to join us for this celebratory moment as we reopen the Downtown Franklin Visitor Center and officially welcome our friends, our family, our neighbors, our partners in tourism to experience what we've been doing behind the scenes here for the last 10 weeks as we've been renovating. And so I know a couple of you have had a chance to filter in already, so you certainly don't have the same surprise element as anyone who has not yet been inside. But there's some really exciting things behind the doors behind me, and a few folks who will talk after me who are going to do a better job of explaining how and why we have done what we've done. But I just wanted to take a second and say thank you all for being here, for your support, for your community involvement, and for joining us in this time. And I'm going to introduce Franklin Vice Mayor Matt Brown to share a proclamation. This week that we're celebrating right now is actually part of National Travel and Tourism Week, something that's celebrated across the entire United States. And it's really a celebration of the positive impact of tourism on our community. So before I introduce Matt, I also want to say a special thank you to him and to his lovely wife, Julie, for being gracious partners to us while we were out of our home space here and allowing us to be with them in the Five Points Franklin Post Office. We learned and enjoyed and connected with community there in ways I think we didn't even expect. And so we're looking forward to continuing that partnership and relationship and really appreciate them and everything they did, not only for us, but also for the community in that space. So thank you so much, Matt.
You got it. Good afternoon, everybody. Today is a little bit bittersweet for us, for Julie and I. We have truly enjoyed having the visitor center at the post office. It's actually a lot quieter in there and not in a good way. We've enjoyed meeting the team. Probably one of the coolest parts of it all has really been, we had people coming into the post office that would not normally have come in there. People who had no idea that you could have a privately owned post office. And to be able to meet folks and be a part of that tourism was really fun. But the story that I was going to share before I read this proclamation, so something really interesting was happening in that space. So as visitors would come in and visiting our city, looking for sights to see, things to do, restaurants to go, to dine in, there'd be these great conversations about all these great locations in our city, all the great things that we're doing in our city. And about 20 feet away, over at the post office, were some of the very people who helped to actually create all of those things. The restaurateurs, the store owners, the people who saved our main streets and our movie, our theaters and all of that. It was just really cool to actually be having in one place people coming to visit the very places that this community built, and those people just being right down the hall. I thought that was a really cool idea. Really neat to see those two interactions happening. And you're absolutely right. A lot of our locals got to learn a lot about Franklin because you guys were there, things they didn't know before. So great experiment, and hopefully we can get you to come back and do it again sometime. So I got a proclamation here I'm going to share. Whereas the city of Franklin has a strong and broad-based tourism industry, including historic sites and attractions, charming downtown areas, outstanding lodging and dining facilities, first-class meeting venues, unique and distinctive shopping, and unparalleled scenic beauty. And whereas each year Williamson County attracts visitors from across the United States and several foreign nations for leisure, business, meeting, and sports-related travel, and whereas the latest tourism info released by the state of Tennessee for 2022, these are great numbers, showed that the hospitality industry employed approximately 8,379 people in Williamson County. And whereas the same report shows that 129.8 million in direct state taxes were collected countywide, with $355,616 collected in daily state taxes countywide. And whereas 1.195 billion direct visitor spending, or 3.28 million daily expenditures by visitors, Williamson County ranks 6th in the state of Tennessee in visitor spending. And whereas, as a result of these tourism received revenues, the average Williamson County household, are you ready for it? You save $1,522 in state and local taxes on an annual basis. We can all be happy about that. So keep it up, Maureen and team. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. And so whereas it is important to continue to communicate that growing travel leads to economic growth and benefits businesses in Williamson County, I now therefore, on behalf of Dr. Ken Moore, Mayor of City of Franklin, do hereby proclaim May 19th through the 25th, 2024 as Travel and Tourism Week. And I encourage all residents to join me in recognizing the critical role that industry plays in the City of Franklin's success. Thank you. One of the people we got to meet and really got to spend some time with and really appreciate, Maureen provides incredible leadership. I think we would all agree here in the city that we are very lucky that she found us or we found her, however that happened. But someone who really is responsible for the visitor experience is Felicia, the director of visitor experience. She has been wonderful to work with at 5 Points, and we're in great hands here on 4th Avenue too.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. As Matt said, my name is Felicia West. I'm the Director of Visitor Experience and Retail, and welcome to our new space. We have dreamed about this for quite some time, and now our dream has come to fruition. So welcome, and thank you for celebrating this milestone with us. Also, right now, we'd just like to brag a little bit on our infill specialist. We have 8 infill specialists, and they are really the leaders in the history of Franklin and the surrounding communities. They're all around, but I would just like to mention them by name. We have Shannon Wiseman, Nancy Anderson, Janet Ford, Joanne Babish, Carol Barnhill, Cheryl Warden, Mindy Brown, and I'm not going to try to say Sissy's last name, but Corlinda Colatano. Tell me, Sissy, did I get that right? But they are just wonderful people. They are the face of Visit Franklin. So when you come and visit us here, they are that face, that smiling face, that welcoming face that you will see, and they will help you plan your trip as you're staying here, whether it's for 1 hour, 2 days, or a week. They are very good at what they do. And also, just a little bit want to share with you about this space, this new space that we have. It's built for inspiration and information. So we have it all covered within these walls here. And we are so proud of it. And also we provide a various amount of merchandise. 85% of the merchandise you see in here is Franklin branded. So just so you know, when you come in here, you're going to get some Franklin branded goods, either for yourself or for your family or for visitors that come here. Because when the visitors come here, they walk in as a visitor. We treat them as our guest, but they leave as family because we want them to come back again and again. Family always comes to visit. So that's who we are, and that's what we would like to express and represent to the visitors who come here. Also, one more thing. I would like to introduce Jessie Brown to you. She's with Design Object, and she's going to give you a lot more in-depth information about what is inside. Jessie?
Thank you, Felicia and Maureen, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jessie Brown. I'm a principal at Design Object, and we are the designers that worked on the Visitor Center renovation. So our inspiration for this store was really pulled from that warm, sometimes hot, welcome that you get when you come to downtown Franklin. Whether you are a longtime local or you're a visitor just passing by for the afternoon, there's something really special that happens when you come to visit. So we pulled in, you'll see in the store, some elements from the old original Visitor Center, including some salvaged wood from a local tobacco barn. And we use this across the beams, the columns, and a new lowered welcome desk to really make it feel like you're just talking to a neighbor across a kitchen table or a dining table. And when you come in, the flow and circulation, we increase it to really invite you all the way back into the very end of the store where you can sit for a while, kick your feet up, talk to an information specialist, get your photo taken. And there are also some certain elements throughout the kind of modern fixtures where you can create your very own customized passport to Williamson County, or maybe even try your hand at picking on a guitar for a little bit. This project was so fun. It was such a pleasure to be a part of it. So thank you so much, Maureen, and I'll toss it back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jesse and Felicia and Matt. And the last, but certainly not least thing I'd like to do is say thank you to our Visit Franklin staff, our board of directors, and our local elected officials that are here. We are fortunate to have what I would call some of the best in the business at our team. Felicia mentioned our 8 information specialists. But if you're on Visit Franklin staff, information specialist, or full-time, could you please raise your hand? Thank you, guys. Without this team, this wouldn't happen. So thank you, board, and thank you, elected officials. Thank you, all of you in the community, for coming to join us, and we hope you get a chance to explore inside.